This is Jason from SFL Designs. I'm just going to do a quick video on how we can double up our seed pixel strings on our toppers. We've got an 8-inch topper over here and a 4-inch topper over here. We'll just show it on the 4 inches so it's smaller, easier to handle, but they're both the same. They both use the same slot system. As you can see right here, there is a wider slot, and it's made for wire to go on this far right side to be fed through, and then the seed will actually fit on this left side, the majority of the slot there. And then we also have on all of our toppers, we have guy wire holes all the way around, so you can help balance the pole of your topper back down to your pole itself, the base of the ring, and that'll help keep it straight, or keep it from turning and twisting around and potentially breaking. Our topper is pretty thick, it's very strong. It's made to use pins in here instead of bolts or screws. So you just throw the pin in here. It's a quick release pin, and then that will hold that right on that pipe, either be PVC or EMT pipe, or we can also do this in all different other kinds of sizes too, but that'll hold it on there. And then at the end of the season, you can pull the pin, everything will collapse down, everything will be contained to the topper. And then if you use our bungee clips, the seeds can be zip tied to the bungee clips, and all of that will stay with the bottom base. And the benefit behind that is at the end of the season, fold it flat, all of the seeds are connected, all of the ports are still the same way, everything will be able to just go pop it right back up at the beginning of the next season, and you don't have to fuss with it. So you don't have to worry about getting the seeds back in the slots or them falling off or any of that stuff. So let's show how this works. So in this case here, this is our beginning of our string. So we want that to be that'll be the upper side. So whenever we're going down and up, we're actually going to start with this side right here. So we're just going to pick a slot. It doesn't really matter which slot it goes in, but we will put that just like that. Whenever we go down and we come back up, and there's a little bit of a, there you go. So there's a bend in the wire right here. That's what we're going to use for the bottom. So this will be the last pixel in the line, and then we'll go back up with this one. And what we're doing is we're going to overlap them like that, so it turns a 2-inch tree into a 1-inch tree. So we go here, this is our beginning and our end right here. So this is the beginning, and this is going to be the end. So the way we're going to do this is just like this. We take the end, and we're going to slide that right there in this channel. You can kind of see it right there where it slides back into that pocket. Then take your beginning and you put it in, and it slides just like that. Now the next line, you'll do the same, similar way. So there's the beginning. So let's find the end, and it's easy to do if we just fold that out just like that. And I'm not making this look super pretty, but I'm just showing you how this all goes together. You'll make it pretty whenever you're making your own. So there's our beginning, here's our end. I'm going to slide that into that extra channel and then push that wire in there. And then we do the next one. And then this distance here, you can set this just by the amount of wire you pull through. If you want to pull them all the way through, you can. You can zip tie these together, but then also at the very end, whenever you do your bungee clips, that will be your tie down. So this will help hold it into position whenever it goes down and back up. So just continue down that same path until you get them all in there. Once you're all done, and in this one in particular, you're going to feed your cable through the topper cover, and then just make sure that the topper cover piece itself isn't going to get pinched. And then there's 4 holes here for bolts. So you could take a standard M4 bolt, feed it through here, and I'm not going to thread it all in because this will actually thread through. It'll hold in, it'll thread. You don't need a nut on this. You can use a nut if you want, but thread that in, and then that will actually keep everything contained inside of your topper. So whenever you pull this off for the season, this is it. This folds flat and you're good to go. Hopefully that helped. Hopefully that made some sense. I will try to finish building this and also have half of it be just standard 2-inch, so we can see the difference between a 2-inch versus a 1-inch, but also using a 2-inch seed pixel. So if you got any questions, hit me up. sfldesigns.com in the US, sfldesigns.ca for Canada. And this is Jason signing off. See ya.